Welcome to Norwegian Newcomers, the podcast where you are listening fragments from the lives of Norway's immigrant population. Today, or this evening, I'm with Aubrey. Am I saying right, Aubrey?
Yes, it's right.
Welcome to Norwegian Newcomers. And I would just say for an intro that we are online the second time in this season because Aubrey, he's living in Mo Irana. Am I telling
That's
right?
true.
Yeah. And I just checked for some reason. I don't know why. I like to know those little details that Mo Irama is the town in Norway that it's 971 kilometer driving distance from Oslo.
Yeah, that's true.
Or around 8 hours and 40 minutes. That's I would probably need it a little bit less than 8 hours. Okay. So Aubrey, welcome. Please introduce us. Tell us a little bit about yourself at the beginning.
My name is Aubrey. I'm 23 years old and I live in Mo i Rana, like you said, in the north of Norway. And I'm originally from Congo. I have been living in Norway about 6 years. I went to high school here in Norway in ambulance school, but now I'm going internship at the nursing home.
That's you are continuing school education, or
It's like working, but I'm in school too.
So praxa. Yeah. While you are studying, you have praxa in actually working. Aubrey, can you please tell me about Congo, your hometown and country?
You know, Congo is very beautiful. It's like many hills, and people are very glad. It's like we dance like every time.
Really, the dancing is okay.
Yeah, the dancing is like, if you don't know how to dance, so you are not from Congo.
Yeah, that's cool.
And yeah, Congo actually is good, but now it's not like, wow, I want to live there, you know.
Why is that?
Because like it's like war. People are like very hungry. They don't have something to eat. Yeah. But I was lucky in my family, so I went to school. I have food every day. I eat like 4 times in a day, but it's not like everyone who does in Congo. So the life there is very different.
And difficult, I suppose. Is it because of the political situation, or what's the political situation in Congo? If you want to talk about that, of course.
The political in Congo, I don't know. I'm not like interested in political because that you can't come with something you mean. If you say what you mean, so you are like off. You are not there. So
yeah, so regime as a totalitarianism, that you are not allowed to speak open and loud, and
yeah, that's true.
Okay, yeah, I can unfortunately, that's related to the Balkan countries also before. But so while you were living at your home, what's the name of your town?
My hometown is Goma. It was a big city. I don't remember how many people were living there, but it was a big city, and people there was very kind. Everyone, I don't know how to say it, but I was lucky to live in Goma.
What did you like the most when you were living in Goma? What's to do? What's your favorite meal?
I liked so much like sambasa. I don't know how it's called in Norwegian.
But what? Try to describe to us, to explain what's sambaza.
It is like small fish, and we used to eat with bugali, like fufu. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, it's so good.
Can you make that meal in Norway? Is there any chance to have that fish in Norway? Or
No, we don't have that fish in Norway, but not here in Mo i Rana. But I was in Oslo and I didn't find sambaza. I was like, wow, I have to buy this one.
so there is sambaza in Oslo.
Yeah, there is sambaza in Oslo.
There is. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Then I know what to bring to you on the next time when I'm passing through Mo i Rana. I'll bring you that fish. It's good to
Just
know.
do it.
Do you have brothers or sisters? Is there's still family living in Congo, or you moved with your family here?
I have my mother here, my father, and my two siblings. When I come to Norway, so I come to Norway with my father and my brother, but my mother and sister lived here from before. So we live here like a family. The whole family is here.
Now, yeah, the whole family is here. Okay, what? How old you were when you came to Norway?
I was 17 years old.
17. Aha, okay. And what were your first impression of Norway, or impressions when you just moved?
I was like, wow, so beautiful. It was like in winter. It was in November, and to come in the North Norway in November is like so much snow.
Was that the first time, or?
Yeah, it was the first time that I see snow in my eyes. I was like, oh my god. I used to see snow in the movies, so it was like, oh my god, now I can touch the snow.
So you like winter? Do you like winter in Norway?
I like winter, but I like most summer.
Yeah, if you can choose, yeah. And how the first weeks and or months were looking in Norway?
The first time I come to Norway, so I was in Ballangen. It's like more north than Mo i Rana. But the first week, so I was like in school to learn the language, which went very good.
You didn't have any problem with learning Norwegian. It
Yeah,
was
I did have like, oh my god, I don't know how to I don't know how to say, but some words was like French and Norwegian. It's like similar, so it was like more easily for me to learn the Norwegian.
so you speak French.
Yeah, I speak French.
Yeah, so you find similarity between French and Norwegian.
Yeah, I found like some words.
So that it was not the problem. I guess you learn Norwegian easily, fast.
Yeah, I think so too, because that I'm like the guy who likes to make friends. So when I come to Norway, the first I did was to have Norwegian friends. I want to learn more Norwegian. If you don't have Norwegian friends, so it will be difficult to learn the language. I didn't knew anyone from Congo, so in Ballangen is where we lived. So there was no one from Congo there. I did have to speak Norwegian to communicate with others.
No, you didn't have any any other choices. But how Norwegians, how your Norwegian friends, how they reacted?
I can't say that it was easy, because when I was finished to Norskurs, so I went to Videregående high school here in Norway, and I was there like 3 years. In that time, so I started to make like Norwegian friends from school. It was very difficult because I thought that I can't speak Norwegian, and I thought like I was bad in Norwegian. So but they say that, well, Aubrey, you are so good in Norwegian, so you have to speak more, and you will getting better. So I think that they encourage me to speak Norwegian.
I guess that's the kind of support that we all need. It's good to hear and have support that Norwegians to force you on a nice way to talk Norwegian with them.
Yeah.
The language is kind of as a first barrier to that we can communicate with our friends. How your days are looking beside school and work? What are you doing? Do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, I have some hobbies. I like to go to the gym and do some exercise, and I used to play tennis in Africa, in Congo. But when I come to Norway, so I didn't knew that they have like tennis or something like that. I was actually yesterday in Google something here in Mo i Rana, and I found that they have tennis, and I was like, wow, oh my god, I have to try this again. So I was so happy to find that they have tennis here in Mo i Rana. Yeah, it's going to be my next hobby. Before Corona, it was like I was with my friends here, having fun, going out to the town and have fun there, and maybe have some drinks, dancing, or so. I really, really miss that.
We are all waiting for that. So there are clubs, your favorite clubs in Mo i Rana.
Yeah, we have clubs here. We have like 3, 4 clubs. Yeah, it's like I like to do what I want here, and yeah, and I have my brother. He's living in Bodø, 3 hours with the train from here to Mo, and I have my sister. She's living in Narvik.
Aubrey, are you going to Congo from time to time? Are you visiting home?
No, I can't do that because that is war there. So I don't think that is good to be there.
Yeah, so it's not you can't go.
No, I can't just go there like to visit my friends' family there. So I can't.
What are you missing the most from home?
The most I miss is like my family who is living in Congo, and some foods.
Are you thinking to hopefully if it will when will be possible to go to Congo and to be safe? Are you thinking of going back home or your wish and your ambition is to stay in Norway?
No, I don't think so. I I like Norway like, yeah, too much. So I want like to live here the rest of my life. I don't know why, but I'm liking living here. I made friends here and have work here, and my family's here. So I don't see myself moving back to Congo. Of course, I'm going to visit Congo, like being there like 1 month and back to Norway again. So, but I'm not going to live there.
That's something that you already that you know. What you like the most in Norway?
You are free to live in Norway. You can't say what you mean without being like scared, and you can be yourself here in Norway, even if which religion you have. Like, it's free to live in Norway. So that's why I like to live here.
You feel free and safe.
I feel free and safe, so I can be myself.
Did you travel around Norway? Have you been? You've been in Oslo, I think you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in Oslo. Yeah.
Did you travel more or?
I have been in Trondheim, and I have been in Bergen.
Do you have any favorite town beside Mo i Rana?
I think is Oslo.
Mm-hmm. What you like about Oslo?
I don't know. It's like a big city in Norway. and you can do more things there than you can do here in Mo i Rana. And they have Africans foods there, which Mo i Rana don't have.
Yeah, that's true. And is there some cultural things happening in Moirana? Something that you like to attend or that you are missing?
I wish that it was like many people from Congo who was living here in Mo i Rana, so that we can make like party, like African party, but we don't have here. So it is like, but I heard that in Oslo they used to have people from Congo. They meet each other and have like some parties. I met some from Africa, but I don't think there is no one from Congo who's living here. It's like from Somalia, Eritrea, but no one from Congo. So yeah, I'm planning to move to Oslo, but I don't know when. I don't see myself living here, like because that I have my auntie is living in Oslo, and I have been there, so I have seen like how it is to live in Oslo. How it's good to have like people from your country.
Yeah, yeah. So that's something that you are missing. And big town.
I used to live in Goma is like a big city with many people who was living just in Goma. And I was like coming here to Moiran. I was like, oh, that was not so big.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
It is.
Big, and it could be shocking or a little bit of to cause a little bit of shock.
Yeah.
I agree. I consider myself also as a city girl, so even I had only 3 months experience living in a really small place, but yeah, it was enough for me to realize that I need city with all the infrastructure, and so I agree, and I'm looking forward having you here as a neighbor, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, who knows?
What are you thinking when you're thinking of the possibility of moving to Oslo? What you think you should do?
My plan is like to finish with the practical things and searching the work in Oslo. I want to work there.
Yeah, yeah. And Aubrey, tell me, I heard, or I know, because we are also following, me and Marianne, that account on Snapchat, that from time to time you are Snapchatting. Will you tell us a little bit more about that? That people can search and find you there from time to time.
I used to be like a guest to Vardag's Shave. It's like this Snapchat from gay people or bi or and I used to be there like sometimes. So if you want guys, so you have to add on Snapchat Vardag Shave is the account, and maybe someday you will find me there.
No, that's the account. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's as we saw you in on that account. And you can maybe explain to the our listeners that they don't know what's the concept. So what's the concept of Snapchatting on Vardak Shave on the account?
Uh, when you snap to Vardag Shave, so it's like you have to show your life through the Snapchat, what you are going to do, like from when you wake up to you are going to bed, like at night. So you have to film everything, and maybe talk about some topics like fun facts or how it was like to come out gay, and some people can ask you questions, so it's just fun to stop with Product Shave.
Yeah, and it's a nice way of that's also as a communicating. I guess that
Yeah,
What you like the most in that?
It's like communication and to make like friends who think like I think. I can be myself talking to Vardag Shave.
Yes, and we gonna. I hope I know that some people that they never heard about that they will probably check and see, because it is a really good concept. Did you what if I can ask? Now I want to. What what motivated you the most to contact us? What was your motivation?
My motivation was I found that when Marianne had the when Marianne has the Vardag Shave on Snapchat, and she writes that Norwegian newcomers like, and I think that maybe I have to try this one.
Yeah, that's nice, because it's really, we don't have, you're the first guest from Congo. Maybe it will be more. I hope
Yeah.
so. But I'm really glad that we have someone from Congo. That's so nice, and that we can hear a bit more. I would. What would you say? I just want to hear a little bit more about Congo, because as I told, I don't know so much. But now I know that you came from the big town, Goma, yeah, and that so you finished primary school in Congo since you came when you were 17, yeah. So you went to primary school.
Yeah.
How the primary school in Congo, in your hometown, it looks?
The primary school in Congo, we don't have like computers, so we write everything in our books. And the teacher here in Norway, they are very kind, but not in Congo. They are very strict, and you have to do this one. If you are not doing that, it's like you are going to go out from the classroom and being there like the whole day.
Okay, so it was as a punishment.
Yeah, it was like the punishment if you are not doing good at school. In primary school, so we are going to school like from 7 in the morning until to 3 in the afternoon, and going back home to eat, and going back again to school until 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and going back home again. It wasn't near my home, so we have like the driver who drive us from school to home and from home to school. When you want to go to high school, you have to do like the exam, and if you are not passing the exam, so you are not going to high school.
You need to pass the test to be accepted.
Yeah.
But while you were in a primary school, did you have any? What were your hopes, your dreams? What you were in that time?
I think that I have so many dreams. My dreams was like to be a star, to be like known.
In some particular field, or?
Yeah, I was thinking like, just if I'm going outside, it was like, oh, there is Aubrey. Something like that.
Movie star. Celebrity.
Wanting to be a celebrity.
I hope this podcast will help a little bit to push on that way to become celebrity.
Maybe, who knows?
I hope one day you're gonna say, oh, when I was just at the beginning of my career and everything, I was in that podcast, Norwegian newcomer.
I have to mention that.
So you wanted to be known.
That was my dream when I was young.
Yeah. And are the dreams now different, or? What are you thinking, dreaming about now?
Uh, I don't think so that is different, but like kind of like similar.
Tell me, speaking of that, do you have any idols? You know, some people or that you are admire?
Mm, like in Norway
Yeah,
or
in Norway or wider than Norway. Just is there any idols, any
uh,
people, persons that you are admire?
yeah, I think that is Barack Obama. I don't know why.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
uh, he's my biggest idol. If I'm going to mention like Norwegian, I don't know, it has to be like the artist or something like that.
Anyone doesn't matter.
However, I like music very much, and I'm hearing music like 24/7. Has to be a Ruben.
Is that the musician?
Yeah, is the musician.
Aha, Norwegian musician. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not so good in so. But that's
yeah.
so. What's the name?
Ruben.
Ridan. Aha. What kind of music? Tell me something about. Can you tell me the one name of one song that I can Google and
Ruben.
go on YouTube and after we finish to listen? Is there any favorite song
What can I say?
from Riban?
He's like the pop artist, I think. She has like a new song now. Dear God.
Dear God. Aha. Okay. Dear God.
Dear
Okay.
God.
We mentioned a little bit those things that you like in Norway. Those, let's say, can we say, freedom in. What can you tell me what freedom means to you?
The freedom to me means that you can be who you are and speak louder without without having like problems or that maybe you are getting in the jail or something like that. It's like just to feel free and be yourself.
Is Aubrey, is there anything in Norway that you don't like or that you would like to be different?
I think there is always something to be good. There is not like all Norwegian likes black people, like racism.
Did you
I
did you have any experience, bad experience?
Yeah, I have some, but it's not like so big. But I have some.
Was that verbally, or can you can you describe us some of the experience that you had?
It was like at work, like my colleagues. She don't likes like black people because that she thinks that we came here to take the whole country. Like all Norway will be just black people, but that is not true. So she was not nice to white people too, like from Russia or everywhere in Europe. So
How you felt hearing that in that moment?
it in that moment, so I was like so mad. I did stand up and say to her that that was not so good, and you can't say that because that there is many national who are working here is not just black people, but there is white people who are from everywhere in Europe. I think that was like the worst thing I have experienced here in Norway. I was so mad. I was so mad that I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, but you told us quite. precise what's happened, which is and that you reacted. I appreciate. I think that we should react. At least we can say stand. What do you think? Did you feel better because you told her actually on a nice way what you think about that?
Yeah, I felt like 1,000 times better. I was like, yes, I did it.
Yeah, because you answered, or you told her your opinion.
Yeah, yeah, because there is no one in the room who wanted like to stand up and say to her that was not nice to say.
Why is that? Do you think because the other were afraid to react?
Yeah, I think there was fear, and I think maybe they were not good in Norwegian to speak loud, and then that was like, I have to say this. If not, so I'm going mad home from work, and I don't want it.
And did that woman or person, never mind, did she change after how she reacted on your reaction?
Like after like 3 or 4 days, she comes to me and say that, I'm sorry, Aubrey, I didn't mean that, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, but that one is the last time you say that because it's not fair.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I'm glad that you react and you fight and you got at least apologize, because that's the and that you most probably stopped being offended on your work. I hope so that the person change, or at least start thinking about what she was saying or feeling about newcomers, about foreigners. Yeah. Would you say that is it racism present in Norway?
Yeah, of course it is racism in Norway, but they are not like, they don't want like to speak loud, but they do something that you see like is like racism. For example, when you are going to the bus and you sit like beside like a white, and she or is going, they don't want to speak, but they do something to, I don't know how to say. It's not so, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's that, so it's not so open, but you can feel, or with some small things, as on a bus station you were saying that they didn't want to be close to you, or
Yeah.
How that could be changed for people with that kind of opinion and that kind of fear, or how we can change that.
I think that they have to learn more and read. It is not my choice that I'm born black, and there is no difference between me and you. We are all people, and we have same feelings, and they need to learn, like, if you are not learning your children how the world is, and the parents have to be good to learn the children how to be good. So I don't know how to explain that, but
Yeah, at home, to raise most things coming from our homes, the way we are raised, and or teach to have respect for others and to consider that we are all equal. Doesn't matter of any diversity, any difference. I want to thank you that you join us in this podcast, in this Norwegian newcomers family, and that you shared your experience, and that you share some things about your home country that we all can hear and know more about you as a future star. So Aubrey, thank you very much for contacting us and for sharing your story with us and being with us.
Thank you too.
With this episode, we are closing the first season. I want to thank all of you who listened and support us. And I want to thank once again to all our guests, newcomers, who shared their stories with us. Also, one big thanks to our Patreon supporters. Special thanks to my team, Skretteberg Andersen and Mathias Leander Olsen. We will be active on our social media accounts, Facebook page and Instagram during the break until the second season that starts at the end of March. So we will be in touch. Take care.